Rolling at Roland's.
Hey, I'm dogs.
We got the pups. So, all right. Hey, what's up, everyone? It's DucatiBiker, and I'm here in Scottsdale, Arizona, with none other than Roland, the vice president of the Ducati official club now group. And we're here to do a podcast today to go over everything Ducati related. Motorcycles, owners groups, dealerships, now social media, it's a big part of it, and also what it's like riding here in Phoenix, Arizona, because that's where we're at. So, we're here with Roland. Cool. Thanks for having me over.
Yeah, of course.
Really nice place. So just cruise over here on the Pikes Peak as usual to come see Roland and talk about things Ducati related. So my question to you to start was, you're the VP. What is that role like? And first, how did you get into it?
Okay, well, it's a bit of a tale, so I got a story. It's a story. But I always wanted a Ducati. Like, Ducati was like my dream bike. I always wanted one. But
Sounds familiar.
Yeah. Me driving a car, I'm already doing like a little bit too much. So like self-preservation persevered for most of my life. So like I waited to sort of my end of my life to get a motorcycle. I've only been riding now 3 years. Got on my motorcycle when I was 39. So I was like, got my endorsement. So got my endorsement at Go AZ, Team Arizona. I took the basic rider course. And then I was like, all right, let me go inside and let me buy this Ducati. So went in, bought this Ducati. And I was like, hey, took the basic rider course, I'm good. Get in the bike.
First motorcycle?
Yeah, first motorcycle ever. Like I always wanted a Ducati. White Ducati 959.
So you just took the rider's course in the back lot, and then you went into the dealership and you bought a 959.
Yeah. Wow. I was like, all right, if we're gonna do it, let's do it right.
That's like the Arizona lifestyle way. That's like you do that. You don't hear about those stories like anywhere else. I haven't at least, but yeah, very interesting.
Yeah. So I buy this bike, and I'm like, hey, can let me test it out in back before I get on the street. So like, to be honest with you, I take it in the back, and I'm like, oh, well, this thing is like terrifying. Like, I possibly made a huge mistake here, but I can't go in and be like, hey, I got one Ducati to return. So I white knuckle at home. Then I'm like, all right, I got a lot to learn. And then I discovered the owners group through somebody, this guy Randy I met. He works for NASA now. He has a 959 too. He lives out east now.
Wow, he works for NASA now.
Yeah, he's a smart dude.
Oh, wow, cool. That's all. I just love hearing stories about people who ride Ducatis are like in high up industries and super smart, intelligent. It kind of goes with the whole thing.
Yeah, so he introduced me to the Owners Club. I joined the Owners Club, and I go on my first ride. So I go on my first Ducati ride.
How many people were on the ride?
It wasn't big. It was maybe like 8 people, maybe 8, 9 people.
It's not a bad
and at this point, the club had kind of like just started. It switched from another club. So ride was going well, right up in the point where I crashed the bike.
Oh, man. First Ducati ride. First Ducati.
So I really... Okay. See, the thing
Let's
is...
hear what happened.
Yeah, so the thing is, like, you want to make somebody think you're a good rider, you set the bar real low at the beginning, and that's what I did. Just, like, crash them out. What happened was, we went to Yarnell Hill, which is, like, a known place around here.
I would say it's, like, the best Arizona hill climb. I call it the Arizona hill climb because it's short, and it's just, like, going up that hill, and you could just,
Yeah, it's really good, and then I sort of misjudged a corner. I went wide. I went off, and I was like, okay, I was in the gravel. But then, I didn't notice at the time because I was new. I hit the front brake, and it like just dumped the bike. I was like, oh. So the bike wasn't too badly damaged. It had fairing scratches and stuff, and mechanically it was fine. I rode it all the way back, like 2 hours back, but it obviously totaled the bike. So I was like, shoot. So...
yeah, anytime you lay a Ducati down, they're just like totaled. Yeah.
So then I bought another one.
Another 959?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And then I bought another one. I bought a V4.
I bought another one.
And then I bought another V4.
Evolves from there. Yeah, cool.
I went all in.
Awesome.
And then it was like, I really loved the club. Like, it was the camaraderie, the people. It was a passion, like, sort of about me. I stopped drinking, 7, 8 years ago now?
Yeah, you're like an 8
and I bought the first Panigale because it's all the money I saved in 1 year of not drinking.
Hey, look at that, guys.
There you
if
go.
You quit some habits, you can get Ducatis.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Something else is going to kill me, so traded one for the other.
Exactly.
But I bought that, and then a little bit of a sad story how I got the V4. So the first V4 I bought is my sister died. Lost my sister in 2020, and it was like awful. Like it's the worst experience of my life. But I just wanted something to cheer me up and make me happy, and buying the Ducati was like one of the happiest days of my life. And I was like, I just wanted to replicate that, to give us something brighten my life or just make me happy again. Yeah. And I went out and I bought a V4. So I bought a V4, and now if you look at all my bikes, like I have a couple of V4s, they'll have 33 on the front because my sister was 33 when she passed. So that's why I have that. But
so you share like a connection with your sister with also the love you have for the motorcycle.
Yeah.
To bring sort of that loving memory back.
So
that's important, and that's interesting that you were able to make that connection and have that like energy that you still want to be able to, think of it that way.
Yeah, that's nice. I'm
Yeah.
always trying to do.
No, I mean, it's important whether, family, and that makes us, want to carry on and do different things, especially, like all the riders have passed away and things like that. But what I'm saying is it didn't have to necessarily be a rider for you to want to, like, commemorate and remember your sister on your bikes. That's important. Very touching. So, and then your role being vice president, how did that turn?
Yeah, so I was in the club. I was a member. I joined the club, and I wanted to give back. Like, you guys give me a lot of stuff. It was really, everybody was so supportive through sort of everything. Just my riding, just learning to ride the bike, and everyone's so supportive. I'm like, I want to give back. I want to do more. So Anthony's the president of the club. I went to him and I was like, hey, I'd like to take on a role. And at the time, our social media was like pretty weak. Like we don't think we even had an Instagram. I don't think there was an Instagram.
Yeah,
it was really nothing. There was
yeah.
nothing. So started up the Instagram and the stuff, which is how I met you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
because I started catching on Ducati Phoenix when I was in Europe because I saw that there was an Instagram and it was popping off, and that for me, I believe the beginning was like a Cameron Horton and also David Kelso. They were doing photos and then tagging Ducati Phoenix. And I was already following Cameron because I was a hyper rider and he was a hyper rider.
Yeah.
And then I got into the scene where I saw you, and then we started talking.
Yeah. So the Instagram is a great channel because it lets us connect with other people that we wouldn't know. Every channel is great because it like connects you to other people that just prefer another channel, or you can share an interest. Like I met you through the Instagram. The Facebook helps us connect with other riders. Like obviously your channel has a large exposure, so it has more of a global reach. But even like now, people enjoy podcasts. You have podcasts, like whatever, whatever platform and method you like to communicate. We want to communicate on all those platforms so we can reach as many people as you can and sort of tell them about what we're doing and have them join in and have the fun. And sort of my role as vice president evolved because I'm an idea guy, and I have some really good ideas I thought would help contribute. And I took on the role because I wanted the responsibility of really making everybody's experience as best, as memorable, or as great as possible within our club. There's a lot of DOCs in the US, and I always want to be number one. So we're shooting to be number one and providing really the best experience, and experience that no other DOC is offering.
Yeah.
And
that's by like events, group rides.
So we do different activations because everybody who has a Ducati likes it for different reasons. Like some people like it for the track. Some people just like doing short rides and meetups and talking. Some people like really long rides. Everyone enjoys the bike different ways, and we want to do events and activations that include everybody. If we all just did really long rides, then we're missing a lot of our audience. So we always want to do things that incorporate or make sure everybody's inclusive. We really want to make sure we're inclusive. Everybody always gets to be a part of something and gets a fun experience.
Yeah.
And the event that really kind of helped us a lot was kind of the first big hit was we brought Josh Herron out. So Josh Herron, you're probably familiar with. He races in Moto America, and he joined the Warhorse Ducati racing team. So before he raced for Yamaha, and as a fan of his on social media, he's an incredibly talented rider.
Yeah, extremely skilled rider. Yeah, I think we can all agree on that.
Yeah, so he joined Warhorse, and I'm like, awesome, he's riding Ducati now.
Yeah, I was stoked when I saw that too. It's like Ducati USA, we finally got a good pilot.
Yeah.
He's skilled, and he has a interesting image, and it was good to see. And I liked riding with him last year too. It was really cool that you brought him out so we could see that. Yeah.
It was great, and again, that was an Instagram thing.
Yeah.
Like, because I was like, I'm gonna kind of shoot my shot and see if I can get this guy to come out here.
Yeah.
I messaged Vincent, and I was like, hey, we're on this club, we'd love you to come out.
And he obviously saw you, the activity, the exposure, stuff like that. And, Phoenix is a great place to ride during the winter, which I believe it was like March or February.
It was, like February. So
exactly. We're just still like frozen for the rest of the part of the world,
Yeah.
And like here we had a great day that day. I remember I got photos of me following him up when he was doing a selfie.
Yeah, he's just like riding one-handed.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like filming him while I was
doing
a selfie. Yeah, it was an interesting time.
It was great, but he was good because that was his season start. So I knew we were pretty confident him and that bike was like the perfect combo. And then it was great because at the end of the season he won the championship, and now he's actually coming back to Phoenix to do another event to sort of celebrate his win in the championship, and everyone gonna get to meet him again. And
very cool.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
It should be fun,
and that's what makes like the Ducati Phoenix official club and owners group, like I feel like really exciting when you do things like that. And that's why I like to be a part of it and give you even more exposure, because it's group rides are great in the community and dinners and stuff like that, but when you could actually be like doing more Ducati official events and like going to circuits and having ready for reds and having pro racers come visit you, it makes you just want to share and document more, the love and joy of riding motorcycles and all sorts of aspects, And the racing scene, I feel like, is important for the United States. Like MotoGP is important, but if we could get like the AMA Superbike really, moved up and highly recognized, and more money and sponsorship and pilots into that, there would probably be more circuits for us to ride, more exposure, more sponsorship, more money going into those things, and the bigger and better circuits we have, less kids are on the street, and more people are riding. So that's pretty cool. I just thought of that, but that's really cool.
Yeah.
So, and then another thing I thought that was really neat, that since we are doing exclusive Ducati Phoenix events, you started a membership called the Course membership.
Yeah, so the Josh event was kind of the first one we'd done, and the bigger the events or the larger they are, they cost money. So it sort of established it. People like to do cool things, but cool things cost money. So we offered now this membership through the club. We called it the Course membership. So we offered two versions. There's, the not paid, just regular membership, or if you want to really just enhance your experience with the club and do some more exclusive things, we offered a paid membership. Yeah. And it was great because we delivered. It gives you a lot of things right out the gate. You get like Ducati Phoenix baseball hat, you get patches, stickers, you get a Christmas party, and you get certain events we do. Any events essentially like a big event costs us money, which is where we get the money from.
Yeah, it's literally paid events.
Yeah,
your course member, you're paying for an exclusive event.
Yeah, so the money we get from that we used for events for that.
Yeah, because you paid for it.
Exactly.
Got it.
Yeah. So it allows us to do cooler things.
Exactly.
So it's great. And anybody wants to be a part of that, do cooler things to really enhance our Ducati experience, we're now offering that feature.
Yeah, it's for the Ducatistas, It's for people who want to just be part of that scene and everything we're doing online and social media, because some people, they love being part of like the group rides, like how you said, and then down to Bartlett, but some people don't really care about the racing scene or Josh Herring. So they don't have to come, they don't have to join.
Yeah, whatever.
So that makes sense. But if you're gonna put on a great event, then we have to be able to support the idea, because Josh's time is valuable. He's a superbike racer now for Ducati. And we have to endorse him to come out here, so that makes sense. Yeah. And I would endorse that as well. So
yeah, it's good. And we also brought Shalina. So Shalina also races in Moto America. Yeah. So that was another big event we did last year, and we linked it with breast cancer awareness. I think the last podcast, Nara was wearing the shirt, the ride before the shirt, Cure shirt. Yeah. So we wanted to promote not only breast cancer, but women riding. Like women, as a percentage of our club, it's actually growing a lot larger since this event, and it's really because of this event. But we did a women's rider-focused event. Yeah. We brought in not only Shalina. We brought in Anna, who's actually out from the Silicon Valley Club. We brought in Sarah Jean Cole, who's the president of the Houston Club, who has a very big presence. So we brought in some really strong women riders and showed that, like, women riders and Ducati, like, this is, this could be you. These are women that are extremely focused, extremely talented. And if you want to get into the scene, we're here to help to support you and do that. So
yeah, those are a great example of women as well that are riding, because they're also obviously active as well online. And they demonstrate a really clean image of what it's like to be riding Ducati motorcycles and being part of an owners group and sharing it in their area. Yeah, too bad. I was in Europe for that. I was at the expo show.
We're missing
you guys were doing that. Yeah, I know, right?
It was good. It was really good. It was great. Since we did that event, the number of women that we had joining the club has increased dramatically. Yeah. And even my girlfriend, she went out and bought a Ducati too.
Yeah, so I wanted, it's funny, she's not here right now, but I wanted to talk about that. Maybe we might do that in a different podcast. I still have a few more questions. So how many Facebook users, members do we have?
We're right around 700. It's like pretty much right in 700 right now.
Okay, around like 700 Facebook members for the Ducati official club. How many like members do we have?
Yeah, I think we're at 470 registered through Ducati USA using the app members.
Right, so the official membership's like around 400?
Yeah, 470.
Wow. So like 700 Facebook, 470 through the Ducati official app and owners group official club, and then how many courses?
Courses, we're right around 80s kind of ish for course members. So it's a solid, solid number.
That's a growing community right there.
It's good, and we just the nice part about the course members were they were buying into the membership, but they went kind of blind. They didn't know what they were getting because it was the first year of doing it. Yeah. And this year was when we wanted to kind of set the standard of what we're delivering them as an experience and what they're getting for their money, because we really now have a duty to them. Obviously, when you take money from somebody, you have a duty to now deliver on something. So we wanted to make sure we delivered on
that. And we talked about that in our last podcast, and this is kind of why I wanted to interview you, because how it's kind of growing as a club, and it could even turn into something a little bit bigger and more. When you're trying to put on certain events like that, you could actually even ask sponsors and brands to come in and be a part of that, because you're actually doing such a good job documenting that experience and actually putting on an event. We become event coordinators to help document pretty much
I don't know if you want to do that.
lifestyle.
It's good,
no,
and
like but it's almost evolving to that point. I can see it in a sense a little bit. I mean, that's why we're even talking about it.
Yeah.
But that's just I see in the future about how that role could go that way. But then it's like it's a little next level. I get carried away, you know me, bro.
No, it's good, but it's great. I mean, the whole goal of like is growing the club, and then the events, things that give us bigger exposure. Like you said, when you get more attention, more exposure, we have a strong group of people, we can get support from other brands.
Yeah.
Like Carta, we reach out to them; they're supportive. You know, even just through Ducati USA, like we're now on their radar, which is nice because before there's a lot of DOCs in the US. Like, they weren't really on their radar, but now we do these high profile things. So if there's an opportunity for something, they probably will think of us first, which is nice. And we want to be able to give that to our members. And we're really, really lucky. We have fantastic, he's on the other side of the camera right now, this guy.
Documentation.
He does a phenomenal job of documenting like pictures and videos and all things. So some people that maybe you can't make an event, like I've been able to go to an event sometimes because I've been busy, I travel a lot for work. But I can see it sort of through his eyes of what the event was like, and it's marvelous. Like you get to see what we're doing, how excited everybody is, and the whole virtual kind of experience, which is nice. And
I'm like curious if like he's the reason why we're growing, or is it
it's
because because we have a videographer in the group, but like do other owners group have videographers, and if they do, like it's not that I follow anyone in the Ducati world. Like even if it's a dealership, I'll follow them and I'll mute them or whatever, but I still follow that person. I still see if they tag me in posts and things like that. But in terms of like production and documenting like Ready for Red events and Josh here and everything we're doing, even my group rides that we go on and stuff like that, like we're extremely active. We're extremely active. We have a lot of members. We're doing a lot of videos. There's a lot of GoPros, a lot of cameras going around all the time. There's probably like 10 people in a 20 group ride that are always filming, who have GoPros on, even if they're not as active on social media how I am. But just having that presence and that boost, like just people are riding Ducatis all around Phoenix, and we're able to have the support from Nara to like really show that and document at a high level. And then again, that's why I think maybe not maybe, but most definitely we'll get different opportunities or advantages in the future because like, again, we promote it and we document it at that high of a level.
It's good. It just helps. Like we did the first one with Josh and then reaching out to Shalina because Shalina didn't know who I was or what we were or what's going on. So when I reached out to her, we could be like, this is what we've done previously with Josh. We can do obviously similar. This is what we do similar with you. And then she immediately understood and was like wowed by really like the production value and the videos we're kicking out. Also through the event, we want to promote her and her career and people to follow and support her in Moto America. Some people were familiar with her, some people weren't. Same with Josh. Some people knew about him, some people didn't. So it's like now you can watch and follow Ducati racers doing what Ducati is supposed to do, and that's like own the racetrack.
So when is someone going to invite us out, man?
I know, right?
Yeah, right. We're inviting all these people out and things like that. No, but it's really cool. Not that I'm like going to down any other Ducati official groups and stuff like that, but I think it sets an example. We set one of the highest examples for an owners group.
We did. Well, remember we went to Orange County together, and we rode with the Ducati riders of Orange County, which was really awesome.
And Gustavo was there.
Yeah, Gustavo was there. Yeah, he's awesome. Yeah. So we still keep in touch.
Their group is great too. But then again, I think there's now that I see it, since there's this new evolution of social media and online technology, there's a original owners group, which is just like everyone online who meets up in Facebook and that are not social. And then there's this new aspect of riders like myself and the younger generation that just have this, that's just like a group ride, but then they document everything. So then you have like these two scenes that are being put together. Some people want to be part of it and they love it, and the other people just can't stand it, and they'll do different group rides with people who are not with influencers or people who are just holding selfies or doing silly stunts on the road and stuff like that. But it's interesting to see the variations and the difference between both those groups, because I've ridden with people, all sorts of people, young and old, and people who just want to chill and not be at all in a group ride and just enjoy the place.
Is that me or?
No,
I'm just kidding.
That wasn't directly to you, nor myself. But yeah, I'm talking about the riding in Arizona.
Okay, yeah. So riding in Arizona, we're really lucky. So riding in Arizona is marvelous because we get sunshine you can ride year round out here. Like I always go, when you look online, you see other groups and they're like, oh, I have to put my bike away for the winter.
Yeah, no, not at all. And that's probably another reason why we're growing and it's so big, because like for me, like I come here to ride in the winter, not in the summer. But like you just ride all year long if you'd like.
Yeah.
But and then again, that attention as well, just being able to document year round that you're riding a motorcycle, it just helps boost everything. But so the weather.
Yeah, the weather, the scenery. So the roads, because we don't get rain or ice, the roads are pretty much perfect.
Yeah.
And a lot of the road, you can just ride about an hour outside of time and you hit some pretty windy roads, which is nice because some places you live, it's just a grid. Like there's no canyons or twisty things anywhere. We can go an hour in almost any direction and hit a really good ride.
It's true. We do have like the Yarnell and the White Spar, and then you go up through 17 to ENA and Sedona, Creek Canyon. They are smaller sections, but yeah. Oh, hold on. Yo, what's up, man? What? Oh my god, I just got in an accident. Are you serious? Do you want me to come out?
Did you need a trailer? Ah, shit.
Could you send me your location? Just send me your location.
Okay. Well,
Gotta go.
that's a wrap.